We have a big old ridge of high pressure that's going to continue to build in and take over the next day or so. And as that high shifts from the Gulf over to the Atlantic, we're going to start seeing that warming trend. We have more of an onshore breeze by tomorrow, and that's really going to help start really warming up the process a little bit. So temperatures on Saturday, you're going to forget about the cold that we have been experiencing because we are going to be warming up pretty quickly back into the low 70s by tomorrow. But there are cold changes running right behind this next cold front come Sunday and into Monday. All right, so let's go back in time just a little bit and see how cold did it actually get. One surprising town that actually saw temperatures a bit colder than what it was expected. Melbourne, congratulations in Brevard County. Your official overnight low in Melbourne was 33 degrees. Our high, the record to beat is 34, set back in 1983. And we are going to continue to see chilly conditions throughout the morning and into the afternoon hours. How about the rest of Central Florida? What were those wake up lows? How low did temperatures really go? Well, Paisley came in at 23 degrees, Ocala at 24. There you guys in parts of De Leon Springs, 25 degrees. Daytona Beach, they were around 30. 31 in Sanford. We are sub-freezing in Seminole County, 32 in Kissimmee, and even down throughout the villages, we got down to about 26 degrees. So again, the chill certainly was on. We had freeze warnings in effect. So many people are sending us videos and photos, and I would love for you to keep them coming because we'd love to see them. All the very frosty pictures. I know my kids were pretty jazzed that they got to like scrape the ice off of the windshield and they made it into a little ball like a snowball. These Florida kids have no idea what snow really looks like. So to them, that was a real fun little moment this morning. So hopefully you were able to take the fun and the positive out of the cold. But certainly it was a dangerous chill that we saw overnight, as many areas again were, as you saw there, sub freezing. All right, so where are we heading to this morning? Right now we're at 46 degrees as of 10:07 in the morning. 46 in Orlando. We're down to still 40 degrees in parts of Tallahassee. So again, our wake up temperatures, we were down in the 20s and 30s, and then we're going to continue to gradually moderate those temperatures back into the 40s already at this hour. So let's zoom in here. I feel like I need my glasses. Let me pull this wide so that way you can see it a little better. You don't have to see me. All right, we're down to 42 in Ocala, 40 in Bellevue, Altoona, Umatilla, Lake Weir, all at 41. We're down to 42 in Pearson and De Leon, Deltona as well. And even along the coastline, Daytona Beach, as we talked about a little bit before this, that you guys were also freezing at the beaches. As we head further south throughout Seminole, Orange, Lake Sumter County, parts of northern Brevard County, we're all pretty uniform in those mid to low 40s at this point in time. So we're running now about 10 degrees warmer than where we currently were this morning at daybreak. So things are starting to thaw out, but it is still major sweater weather in the forecast for today. You can see we're at 45 in St. Cloud, 46 in Rockledge. Right now, Melbourne Beach on the Barrier Islands at 49. As we kind of widen out the view, you can see that cold air is still kind of funneling its way in from the north, and we are going to continue to keep temperatures on the cooler side. So compared to yesterday, already by this point yesterday, that cold front had come in. You could feel that cold air rushing in, but still, compared to yesterday, we're running between about 7 and upwards about 12 degrees warmer than yesterday. So let's check on our highs this afternoon. We are going to be back into the upper 50s, 58 to about 60 degrees inland. We could be hitting those low 60s there along the Space Coast. Now later on tonight, still chilly. It's almost, if you walk out right now, the temperatures you're feeling currently are the temperatures we'll be waking up to tomorrow morning. So there is going to be a little bit of a kind of a warming trend, but not enough to say a warm morning tomorrow, if that makes sense. We're going to be down to near freezing though in Ocala. 36 will be our wake up temperature Saturday morning. And there in the villages, 44 in New Smyrna, same throughout parts of Kissimmee as well. So because some of our far northern zones could be flirting with just above that freezing point, there is a round of patchy frost possible in the forecast early Saturday morning. This map for this morning was all bright purple with beat blue up further north. So we are certainly improving the frost and freeze potential, but we are still going to see patchy frost in areas of inland Volusia, inland Flagler County, inland Flagler County, all of Marion Lake, uh, most of Northern Lake, and then all of Sumter County. So again, there's that patchy frost probability. So this morning, again, we had the coldest air since let's see, Christmas morning of 2022, where we hit 31. Today we hit 32 degrees. So we certainly could rival that temperature that we had 4 years ago. Then as we head into the weekend, again, warming up a little further, we're talking the low 70s, feeling very, very nice your Saturday. Then on Sunday, it's going to be very similar to what we experienced yesterday, where we had that front come in a little earlier in the day. It's going to be bringing with it not as much rain as what we experienced yesterday, but still another little dose of some scattered showers. Again, if we can get that constantly coming through with these little fronts and actually keep on with the rain, that would be great news, to be honest with you. And then once that front clears, though, much colder air settles in once again. We could see a repeat performance, maybe not so much a repeat performance of the freeze conditions, but certainly we'll be dealing with those cold weather advisories. Afternoon forecast for today, as we take it here hour by hour, highs are going to be, again, struggling to hit that 60-degree mark. Sunny skies. Our lows tonight in Orlando officially at 43. So that's about 10 degrees warmer tonight than what we experienced yesterday. So let's kind of show you a little snippet of what could possibly be happening as we head into really Sunday and Monday. We are tracking front number 2. This one will be approaching our panhandle by about 4 in the afternoon on Saturday. So as it continues to track over, we're going to start watching more of a kind of a reinforcing shot that's going to come in behind that front. And that's going to come through early Sunday morning. You can see as early as about 9 a.m. But notice there's some blue, there's some pink there on the map. And that is because we are looking at the potential for some snow flurries, maybe even some freezing rain in the forecast up by Tallahassee. So if you have any kids that are students there in Tallahassee at FSU, that's something they might have to contend with early Sunday morning. Now, all the rains, that snow sleet mix is all going to just turn into rain as it makes its way here into Central Florida. We're going to see about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. Here comes that chance for some scattered showers. Then that front clears, and then temperatures will be dropping once again. So here's a look at the snowfall. This is our European model, and you can see by about Sunday morning, that's where we will start to rack up maybe an inch, maybe 2, there in the Tallahassee area through Pensacola early Monday morning. So what we're talking about here, locally here, by Monday morning, all the rain will be pushing out, but notice those rain chances on Sunday will be about a 30 to 40%. So again, not a washout of a Sunday, but certainly we'll be adding a little more cloud cover, a little more rain to the forecast. So your temperatures Monday morning, which happens to be a holiday, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, temperatures will be back down into the 30s and the 20s. So not as cold as this morning, but we could certainly feel that chill. Chilly for Florida standards by far. So Saturday, 71. Nice, comfortable, dry. Sunday, we're going to start adding the rain, adding a little bit of cloud cover, keeping temperatures in the 60s. And then on Monday, once that front finally clears, is where we will start to see those morning lows in the 20s and 30s. Highs, though, for MLK Day will be chilly, just like today, back into those mid to upper 50s. So as we get results to your full 7-day forecast, again, there will be a little climb on Saturday. Temperatures will be dropping off again, and then we'll be climbing back towards the end of next week as temperatures are expected to rebound back to where they should be for this time of the year. So overall, that's kind of the last synopsis of what was a very chilly morning. They had me out on the kind of the balcony area throughout the morning shows. So really got to channel the cold because we were out there for 3 hours. But it was one of those things that you just, as a Floridian, just say, okay, this is too cold. We got to move on. Where's the sunshine in the 70s? So it does look like we'll get sunshine in 70s on Saturday, and then we'll get it again as we wrap up next week. So we will have another live stream with meteorologist Michelle Morgan. She will be here in this hot seat, no pun intended, at 12:30. We, of course, will be live on News 6 and on News 6 Plus with your full News 6 at noon. And then meteorologist Jonathan Kagas and Julie Broughton have got you covered on the back end of your Friday as we head into that weekend. In the meantime, I will see you guys on Monday morning, probably wearing the exact same thing I'm wearing today, turtleneck and a couple layers that you don't see. So have a great afternoon, everybody, and we'll see you later.